that I'll just use diamond. uh, so this is the okay, I'll start from the scratch. So you click on the material, I'll name it diamond base. So you have a raw material here. Once you double click on this material, you will have this editor's window, and now all you have to do is first set up the material attributes. So if you come here on the left side, this should be set to, instead of opaque, you go to translucent, and instead of volumetric you set it to surface forward shading. I think, yeah, that's how it's done. And you also have to click on the two-sided, so the material is visible from inside and as well as from the outside. So now all you have to do is promote this to parameter. So we'll need base, we'll need specular, roughness, emissive. I don't think we need emissive, we can go for the opacity for now. And then last, there should be refraction here. It's not visible, so for that, if you come here and search for refraction, yep, here if you see on the left side, the refraction method is set to none. You can set it to index of refraction. Now your refraction is visible. Set it to promote to parameter. Okay, for promoting it to the parameter, all you have to do is click here on click right button, and okay, we already have it. I'll remove. Just click the right mouse button, promote to parameter. That's all. And now we need to set up the values. So if you go here, the specular should be default value 0, 1, roughness 0, slider max 1, opacity 0, slider max 1, and refraction opacity default value 0, slider max 3. So if you can see, we have a material which kind of looks like a glass, but I'll also need to change this color accordingly. If you go here to opacity, if you change the opacity value, you can see the color change. And I also want to try one thing. What if we attach emissive color, but instead of using direct emissive color, I think we can actually use a pattern over this. So let's generate one pattern. I'm being raw here. I'll just look for a good pattern. Let's say psychedelic. Something like what looks good? Something which can be repeatable. Usually use, okay, Pixabay. Pixabay has pretty good photo library. So let's search psychedelic pattern. There are some, but not that useful. So instead of photo, let's go to illustration. Yep, and here we have some. This look good. This is fine. I'm looking for a pattern which has more of blacks and less line work or less color. So I cannot find any specific one. This looks fine. I think we can use this one. Okay, let's try. Let's give it a try. So I'll just download it here in the downloads. Trying out just putting this on the emissive. So we can directly plug this here in the emissive, but the thing is we won't be able to control its strength. For that I also need to set this to, let's say, 0.3. Yep, so we have this material right now. So we'll if we will have to multiply this texture with a value which can control the emissive strength of this emissive color. So just press M on your keyboard and left click, so you get multiply. Connect this here, and again press 1 on your keyboard and left click, so get this value input. If I set and connect this to emissive, so if I set this to 10, you can see the difference in the strength. But for now I'll set it to 0.5 because I need to give this a color, something like that. It works. Refraction value, what should be the refraction? I think this will do 1.5. Opacity is at 2. Roughness, there should be no roughness. Roughness 0. Specular can be 1. I think that looks pretty well. Just a thought experiment. What if I connect this to refraction? Oh, see that? Okay, I'll show you again. If you remove, just look at this. Just look at this this pattern. This is much better than what we were getting before. If I set this value to, let's say, 10, what happens then? Totally refracted. So what I'll do here is set this to 0.3, get this, copy, again put this here and this into refraction, this into emissive, and let's set the refraction to 2. So we have this here. Look at that texture. Amazing, isn't it? This, I wonder if I go back and get a diamond texture, which is something like this, what will happen then? I'm not getting exactly the one which I'm looking for, so let's try it on Pinterest. Diamond pattern, something like this, but yep, something like this one, but this has too much of this. What about this one? Okay, let's try this image. Let's try this image and see how it looks. Let's download it. Let's get it here. Put from downloads. Let's try it out. So if I give this as an input, just look at this, guys. Just look at this. How beautiful. And we can go black on this color, and for the emissive I can set this to 0.5. We'll see. Okay, one more thing, if I just connect it to base color, let's see what we get. Looks fine, but not that great. So I'll remove this. I'll also set this to 0 just for setting up the right. Okay, so I need to reduce the specular to 0.1 and see what it does. Doesn't look good. 0. Fine. This one giving me the exact look that I'm going for. What if I set this to 1? Let's remove this. Let's first save our material. So let's remove this and see what it does. Okay, so there is. Okay, so I'll need to go to base color black, and this I need to put into refraction. Okay, so we have this refraction here. Let's try 5. Why is it black? I'm not sure why it's looking black. Well, because the color is input is black, I know that, but still I want the color to be something like this. I think this looks promising. Let's try and set up the value to something like 2. Yeah, 2 looks much better. Opacity instead of 0, let's set the opacity to 0 or 0.1, 0.1, and then reattach. Okay, so we have already attached the emissiveness. Just set it to 10 and let's see what happens. Nah, it's not looking good. Let's set it to 0.5. Yeah, this is looking good. So let's test our material. So for that, I'll just pick up the material. Okay, we can create a material instance first. So let's right click on the material, create material instance, and set it to instance diamond blue. I'm naming this blue. Okay, blue/1. I'm naming this blue because we can actually change the color later on. I'll just save everything first before moving ahead. Let's put this in diamond blue. Okay, as you can see this is looking good, but I'm not liking the emissive texture, so I'll just click on this. This is our, so once we set up the material and create a material instance, we will get this kind of parameters. Here what I need to do right now is change its emissive intensity. So material property override. I've not done the right naming for this. Value diffuse spent max position two-sided. Okay, so I'll just quickly go back to here, remove the emissive, just give it a blue color, something like this. Yeah, this looks good. Yep, this is looking good. Save it. So as you can see, look at this diamond material. Look at the refraction it's making. Isn't it beautiful? Also, we can change many things from here, but I'll need to add post process for that, which I will do afterwards, because right now I don't want to increase the performance. Sorry, decrease the performance. So this is the first material. I'll quickly make another material instance and set it to pink/1. Now set the base color to a pink color, because one of our diamond is pink. Save this and put this in a pink slot. There is a green one as well, so we'll create a instance for a green color. Double click, change the color to not this green, this is looking good. If I change the opacity from 0.1 to 0.2, you can see how it looks. I think 1 works for me for now. Let's pick this up and put it in green. I'm not actually liking this green color. What else can we do? Okay, I'll create one more for red slot. So material diamond red score 1. Let's set this to red. Alright, now this is orange. I need a bright red color. Let's set the opacity to 0.2 for this one. If I increase the roughness, let's say to 0.2, I don't know if you can see the difference. Oh. Huh. Let's save this and go back here. Diamond red. So yeah, that's how we have successfully textured this treasure. As you can see here, if I play the animation, you can see how it works. All right. I do want to do one more experiment with this diamond material, for which I need a material which has deep black line pattern. So something similar to this, but not exactly this one. Let's look for, okay. It's a video and it's I was looking for something like this one. GIF not useful. I think something like this will also do. All I have to do is change its dark values. So I'll just open up Photoshop quickly and then import the image. If I go here to downloads, I have this image somewhere. Yep, this I have generated using ChatGPT. I'll need to change its dark values. What I'm trying to do here is I'm making this even more darker so that only the light parts are visible on the diamond. So if you go here on the curves, reduce the depth, increase some color. This is fine. Let's push it even more. Yeah, I think this looks good. So I'll just save it. Export PNG. Let's import it back to Unreal. So if we go here, no, here, import, and then diamond base. Let's get this texture here and plug this into emissive. Let's set it to 0.5 and check how it's looking. Yeah, some overlay, if you can see. If I increase it to, let's say 2, the thing is, oh, it's 0.5, so let's increase it to 2. So the thing is, this is now visible on the texture. The only thing, if you want to make it even more visible, is that you will need to change the opacity value from 0.1 to something like 0.5. So once you do that, you will have this kind of pattern. But for now, I'll set it to, let's say 0.2 or 0.1. 0.1 is good for me. So once I do that and save it, this will change all the material instances that we have made, and just look at this galaxy like feeling. Even if I go a bit darker, you can see how it looks. That looks like some amazing treasure to be hunted. Just look at it. Isn't it good? A lot needs to be done, I think, because if you see, this emissive texture is overpowering all the other colors. So if I go in here, this is not properly visible on the diamond. So let's try reducing the emissive intensity from 2 to, let's say 0.5, and check how it works. This is also fine, but I'm not liking it as much, so I'll set it back to 2. I think that's good for now. I think it's working pretty well. And along with that, I'll also add some emissive pattern to the coin itself. So for that, I want some golden glows. So let's go back to Pinterest, search for golden lines. Or actually, golden sparkle will also work. So let's do for golden sparkle. Sorry for that. So this is golden sparkles. What I'm looking for is some kind of pattern which has better flecks in it, golden flecks. How is it? I think this will do. This looks much better. This is also nice, but doesn't resemble the sparkles. I think we can use this one. So let's download it. Let's get this into Unreal. You can also drag and drop the image textures directly from your window. So here we go. I'll quickly set it up. So press M, press 1, connect this to the bottom input, connect this to the top input, connect this into emissive, which is here, and then I'll set this to 5. So here we have the sparkle effect. Let's save this and see how it looks. Isn't that cool? Just look at this, a sparkly treasure. Just imagine you open this treasure and you have this amazing glowing treasure that you are hunting. So that is good for the point 1. I think I'll go for something else for point 2. So just that we have some variety in the texture. So, what about something like this? Oh, this is also good. I wonder how it will look on the coin itself. Cannot understand or visualize it unless we try. So let's try this texture as well. Let's bring it here in the coins. So here we already have the texture set up. Control C, go back into coin 2, Control V, connect this here, and this to emissive. And this is, I think, too strong, so let's set it to 1. I think that looks good. Let's see how it looks. Interesting, as if we are stealing a sun. Yeah, it looks not that bad. There's some variety. It looks kind of like a shell instead. Let's go for coin 3. I think this is fine for now. If I think that if I find something better than this, then I'll change it up. But for now, it works for me. Now, if you see the colors here, these are mostly purple and golden. Now I want something which is red. So let's search for red. The red sparkle. Nails will remove the nail. Just red sparkle. Yeah. I think the results are good. Let's look for a good image that we can use. I think this is fine. This will do. Yes, I think this is better. Just download the image. Go back to Unreal. Let's bring in our image. Texture. And then go to coin 3. Let's open up that texture. Control C, Control V, connect the color to the first slot, input it in the emissive, and this is what we get. Let's try a value of 5. Looks fine. I think value of 5 is too much. Let's set it to 2 and check again. Nice, not that bad. So when you open the treasure box, you have this glowing treasure. The coins, the golden ones, the diamonds with galaxy pattern on it. Beautiful, isn't it? Nice. It will absolutely look stunning when you watch this in a VR setup. So I have this camera left and camera right. So if I set this to the perspective view, let's go here. If you can see there, I have 2 cameras. So what I'm doing here is I'm creating a VR experience So which basically means that a video which you can experience inside a VR headset. So this is going to be a 360 video, or rather 180 video, because 360 video tends to look not that good. The YouTube reduces its quality when you launch the video, but I'll just quickly show you what I've done so far. So what I'll do is I'll set this to left eye. I'll just for now increase the exposure sorry, exposure. So I'll set the exposure to, instead of 10, 15 for now. No, 15 is too much. Let's set it to 12. I'll show you what I've done so far. So here we are. I'll remove the. So once we steal the treasure, we pick up the bag. It's too heavy, and then suddenly a mushroom appears. This I'm going to create a texture for this as well, so wait for that. You suddenly hear something and a monster comes out of the ground. So in the next video I'm going to simulate a destruction effect of this ground, so make sure to watch that video, that tutorial as well. But for now you can check what I've done so far. So we go ahead and eat the mushroom so just look, and the monster suddenly attack us, so we take out the gun and shoot the monster. So all these effects are remaining to be made. I'll be making them in, you can see how I make those in the next upcoming tutorials. So but the monster gets we run away from the monster. And just imagine watching this in VR when you can see the lighting is not fully done, but you will be able to see the ground beneath. There is a city under there. So this is how we are approaching this project. So you run from there, then you hit behind a UFO. There is going to be a UFO which is lying here. The monster comes, you shoot him again, then you suddenly enters into a hallway. This is going to be a trippy video. And you jump out of a window. There is going to be a window here. You jump out of a window and find yourself hanging on a cliff. And now you have to go past this. Then you have to cross all these mountain tops. And so this video is going to be amazing for if you already have a VR headset. You can check out my channel. These are some podcasts I was watching. So my channel is called Pinspur 360, and there I have posted 3 videos so far. The one is a dangerous roller coaster ride. The second is a giant Ronaldo playing with a giant football. This is amazing video. You'll definitely love this one. And this is a video where I have just made the Ronaldo video. I've converted it into a psychedelic experience. So I'll just pause it for a second. Set the quality to 4K. It takes some time before it's fully loaded. The quality is not there yet, but as you can see in this, when you wear the VR headset when you put it on, you can actually look around. You can look around, see everything as this happens, and you are flying around this giant Ronaldo. It's not actually Ronaldo, but whatever. And when this eye comes towards you, it literally touches your eyeball when you watch it in VR. So go give it a try and see you in the next tutorial. So that is for this video. Let me know if you have any questions.